Hi everyone, Kenfinity here, and here's my review of Christopher Robin, directed by Mark Forster, starring Ian McGregor, Haley Atwell, Bronte Carmichael, Mark Gaddis, Oliver Ford Davies, for Ron Key, Agile, Jim Cummings, Brad Garrett, Nick Mohammed, Peter Cabaldi, Sophie Okindu, Serge, Toby Jones, Osha Adushi, and Lucy Applegate, Appleton, Great Cast really is. And we started out in the 100-acre wood with our awesome, furry and field friends, Winnie the Pooh, and everyone organizing it, especially rabbits, having this awesome return of, Christopher Robin again. Yeah, he's back from school. And this is actually Christopher Robin's last stopping of the heffalumps with them because he's going off to boarding school. His parents moved, Jess. Please watch it. Because this is what happens. There you go. You gotta go. But before he leaves, of course, Piglet, it's the biggest hug. He's not scared. And Tigger, he bounces, because he's the only one, right over to Christopher Robin. So it's literally Christopher Robin is leaving. But he's never going to forget that silly old bear. I don't want to say too much. But now we get this awesome montage of him going into the war and how he met his beautiful Evelyn. They had an amazing daughter. But yeah, at the beginning, literally is Owl, Roo, Kanga, and Roo. Everyone. How, they are spending this one last adventure with Christopher Robin. And now he is in the war. Two, meets his beautiful wife, Evelyn. They have the most imaginative and sweetest Madeline. He has a very dedicated boss, who keeps him and his luggage the busiest because he works for a luggage company, in London. So it's so official, I have to do it. Yes, right here. Yes, so he literally is the busiest employee of this company. And his daughter has a similar imagination to what he had and everything. And his wife just wants him to not work as hard. He's so hard working and everything. But, he wants to, just move up the ranks while still being the amazing father and, recipient of, Winnie wisdom. That's what I call it. Literally, Pooh, he is the wisest without knowing it. And I'll get into all of it. Yeah, and it's definitely something. Not nothing, if you know. So, one day, what everyone is missing. Him. Pooh, he goes back to this hollow tree. Yeah. Well, Eeyore's like, what? Why would it make a difference? Literally. But Pooh, he has to, because he's curious Winnie. So he goes into this tree, and he actually lands in London. Yeah, and Christopher, he takes a trip to the park. Well, he has this big assignment from his boss. He has to do, for the dedicated Giles Winslow. He has to do this for Giles, Winslow. So, he's going through the park, and he sees on this bench, Pooh! The possible Pooh! So he recognizes him, of course, Christopher Robin. How'd you recognize me? Well, you're still you. So he recognized Christopher now. He's in somewhere that's not the woods. He's like, oh, what is this? Well, I've never been, on this amazing iron train. So how, Pooh starts giving, amazing, to Christopher. Yeah, I mean, fun is the best, Yeah, no, what is this? Literally how he's the most curious and gives all this amazing wisdom. Yeah, because I can't do nothing, Pooh. I have to do this. And so Christopher, he has to take Pooh. Because first, his family wants him to join him. Wants him to join them. In the woods. Because they go on this retreat to the woods and want him to join him. But he's too busy because, Winslow And Winston, man, he is the slimiest. Keep you in your office. He literally is the boss, literally, and he's imaginary, so it's fine. But he is though, right? Keep him the busiest, right? Well, he has the nicest, coworkers. He wants to keep them 8,000 hours of the month. I don't think that's proper math, but like all the time I'm working. So he gets literally a vacation and a 100 acres reunion because he's taking Pooh back. So Pooh, he wants this balloon, and he has to keep Pooh from being taken because he is a stuffed bear, is he not? So he has to keep Pooh from being taken by the amazing young kids and everything. Oh yeah, but first, his daughter is just about to be like, he doesn't get to spend a lot of time with her, of course. This is the most important. And so they go on this trip without him. So now he has to go. They're not that far from the 100-acre wood, actually. So they gotta go. They're in Essex. 100-acre wood. That part of outside Forest, England. So he goes back. And, he's trying to walk while on the way. And, and Pooh, keeps himself entertained. So he plays the game. And he sees a house. A man. And Gustavus, what are you doing, Pooh? It's a game. Say what you see. You say what you see quietly. And, everyone who passes by, because they have individual nice little, train car. Like, it's private. Their little, their seats in the train car. Because, you don't see a lot of trains and stuff. It's just like, I have a little train car. So this lady comes in, look, this car's full. And just like, what? This is just this man's imagination. Oh, he has no sessions, therapy session. It's like, what? And then they make it to the woods. And and Christopher, he is so separated from Winnie. But he meets up with Eeyore. Because, what happened to everyone, right? Because everyone's separated. So first, Eeyore is literally drifting off. And then over to his personality, no. Hey, why do I have to stay dry? You can just wring me out. Because he's a toy. Wring me out anyway. It's me, Christopher Robin. Yeah. Then why aren't you doing anything? And if we get the number one ticker. So literally, he reunites with the 100-acre gang. Where have you been? And literally, he gets reunited with the word giant Heffalump. It's so cool because it's kind of like a silhouette, like how they do it. It's like kind of like made out of water. But it's the nasty Heffalump. It's imaginary anyway. So he's literally, Christopher Robin, he's reuniting his friends, but also he's reuniting with how silly they all used to be and how the fun they had. And all of the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. So he's reuniting with all their many adventures and everything. So now he's able to, reunite with his daughter and everything. But he didn't want his daughter to see him. Because he was just coming to where you're staying. Just so that he could give something. Oh, the balloon. Who wanted so badly. But his handy briefcase is just handy. Because there's nothing in there to debrief on. His stuff is still in the hardwood. So after, he has the most devastating talk with his wife. Because he's not there for them and everything. She sends him off. To go back to London. But now his daughter gets to have a fun game with everyone in the woods with her imagination. So now, because everyone can see them, but I guess they only talk to Christopher. They used to. It was just them in the forest, all the adventures and stuff. Now there's a new girl. And there was other kids too, but it's mainly Christopher Robin. So now here is his amazing girl. So they play this awesome game of racquetball, they call it. And now she's with them. And her mom can't believe. What? All these years. These were just made up stories. Because Christopher would tell you, he would have to tell them. At least that they're made up. They had so many fun adventures. Yeah. After Pooh would wake up in the morning and go, hop down, touch the grass. So much fun. Yeah, everything that they used to do. Yeah, wear buckets on their heads, pretend to be superhero. Oh, it's so much fun. So now they're on their way back to London to give him his important papers. Yeah, and when he doesn't have his important papers, he has literally everything that they got, because there's this storm in the hunt. There's so much. There's this storm in 100 Acre Woods, you see. So Christopher, he had to get some things because they had this broken off, one of those house, mainly farmhouse, chicken air direct compasses. They want the direction. They have a specific name. Come back to me. So he has that. He has some leaves, things from Hungry Wood. Well, they're bringing back their papers, at least a portion. And, I'm so like, Pooh, he gives displaying his winning wisdom. And I'm trying to remember more because there's so much. But you are still you, Christopher Robin. But of course, Christopher, he has to tell Pooh. But, I want to do this now, Pooh. And, well, yeah, does it make you want to bounce up and down like we used to? Well, no. Then why do you like doing it? And it goes, because I do. Literally, he's realizing, why do I love this luggage company? Because, well, people need luggage, but Pooh is breaking down all the childhood memories. Because why does literally, you see what I'm getting at? Pooh wants Christopher Robin to reconnect with all the fun he used to have, and it's so fun because they would mess up words. Because like, you work, yeah, you work for a woozle. No, he works for a Winslow. Oh, yes, what I said. Winslow. Like, he thinks a Winslow is a woozle. So literally, it's the Pooh logic. Their logic is misunderstanding, right? Because they're stuffed animals. They don't know. But it's so much fun. How they have the high speed copper chase through London, giving his papers. And then when they give him his papers, he's safe because he's talking to the elder Winslow. His boss's father. And everyone he works with, they're his best friends and everything. They want to have, the unclenching. They can get this luggage dispersed to the target, wealthy audience. But with the help of Pooh and everyone, Christopher gets the idea of, what if we sell to the common man? Because he'll go on adventure more, he'll go on holiday, of course, and they'll want to get this luggage longer, but and the elder Winslow loved how Christopher Robin just comes to this, out of nothing, just the very best of something. Because even if you do nothing, something's gonna happen. Even if you're doing nothing, so you get the very best of nothing just by doing. There's something just by doing nothing. Thank you, Winnie. There's wisdom. And you gotta watch it because there's so much to remember. But literally, Christopher, he reconnects with his love of all of the fun. So him and his family starts going on adventures with his 100 Acre friends. And his wife couldn't believe that his stories were just, wow, scrapbook memories. They're real. But she's so sweet, and you really see how, Christopher, after the war, one, he became more realistic, and two, after school, he just, focused on becoming a businessman, but how he can still do nothing and still produce the best of something, because his family wants him to be with them. That's the best something, and how he reconnects with his awesome friends to the best of something. So I know it's a lot, but they return to Christopher Robin. He's in London now. He goes back to 100 Acre Woods, recollects with amazing stopping of the woozles and the heffalops, and now he's able to give everyone an awesome nothing by giving them this luggage, and they can have the best of something. So I love how they connect, because it really does feel like the classic them, the Pooh. And I'm so glad they got some of the original voice. Well, mainly coming, but like the other voice actors, they do an awesome job. And the other actors, but it's so cool, the opposites of England, right? And how this is Christopher Robin, but become Christopher Robin again. Or Christopher Robin, have fun. So it's literally just recollecting and reconnecting with how silly you used to be. And how, from that silliness, there's something you can actually use in your everyday life. It's so much wisdom. And it's awesome how I say it. Because I just want to make sure, I'm saying it. So it's awesome. So yeah, I think it's so wonderful. Because I feel like we could have gotten Christopher Robin recollecting himself more. How, out of nothing. Because think about it. With their adventures, they would always create something out of just having a bucket on his head. The rabbit just growing his gardens. They would make the gopher. They would make the best out of things, even out of nothing. So that's kind of the whole idea of Winnie the Pooh. Because think about it. Like, even if there's nothing, there's still a blustery, that story, a blustery day. Even though there's nothing, Tigger is still the only one, So, they still do all these fun things. Even though it's out of nothing. I've never thought about this before. But literally, out of nothing, they still do things. So, it's such a fun way of reconnecting all of us to our love of, doing those childhood things. Which are definitely something like doing those fun things as a child. And then reconnecting with Winnie the Pooh. Because, my whole life, I remember kindergarten. I think it was on one of my birthdays. We were watching Winnie the Pooh for one of my birthdays when I was a kid. In kindergarten. It was so funny. And it's just so cool because these are the characters. Because for a long time, how did they make them live action? They are stuffed. Except for Rabbit, because Rabbit, Gopher, and Owl, they were real animals. You see, they are real animals, right? Everyone else, Kanga, in a indigenous forest, I don't think so. So they were stuffed. Tigger, they don't have tigers and forests like that, and he's the only one. Woohoo! Yeah, so it's so because they're stuffed animals, and it's so cool. Like when they go to London. They can blend in stuffed animals. So it's so cool how they brought them to life. Because Winnie the Pooh is just so much fun. And think about it. Winnie is literally all about this unexpected logic. That's what it's all about, right? Even like the original books, A.A. Milne and everything. Which I have never read. But look at how they brought Winnie wisdom to Christopher Robin again. And now to his amazing wife. Who will have all of the nighttime stories for them, before they go to sleep. And they have all these amazing new adventures, so they can always do something, while they just have, for starters, nothing. It's so much fun how they literally expand on all of our amazing childhoods. And we'll always do something. But that's the through line of everything Winnie, huh? Whatever the original, shorts, amazing. And how those writers took it. The wonderful thing about Tigger, and everything, in the Western setting. I remember the many adventures they would go, in the Henry Woods, they would do so many things like apple cores and stuff like. It's so fun, like, out of those nothings, you have something. So it's so much fun, so much to reconnect with, right? So yeah, I just feel like Christopher, he could have became more energetic again, reconnect that energy again, but it's so much fun. It reminds you of every part of childhood. So yeah, it's so awesome. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, notification bell. If you hit the notification bell, the only videos come out. And please let me know, what's your favorite, returning, either favorite adaptation of a childhood story, or what's your favorite reconnecting with who someone used to be story, film. So please let me know. And these videos last infinity.